Hi, welcome back to Naples Motorsports. I'm Chris Pruitt. Today we're looking at one of my favorite Ferraris. This is a 2004 360 Challenge Stradale. The Challenge Stradale was a very limited production car. They only made 399 of them, and it was a car that was made for the road that you could take on the track. They did this car with about 80% road use in mind and about 20% track use in mind. On the front bumper here, you can see that it's a little bit more aggressive at the lower portion. The car actually sits a little bit lower than the standard car, and the way they produced the car even helped reduce the weight. The bumpers, they changed the style of the way they molded them and actually reduced the bumper weight by about 207 pounds from the front and the rear bumper. The entire car was reduced by about 243 pounds, but if you look at the front bumper here, you can see there's no big stone chips or big scratches or anything like that. Very nice condition. This car only has 4,900 miles on it. This color is called Nart Blue. It's one of my favorites on the 360 Stradale. If we come around to the side here, you can see this was the first Ferrari that had, first full production car that had carbon ceramic brakes. The only other Ferrari at this time that had carbon ceramic brakes from the factory would have been the Enzo. This is a BBS style wheel. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit bigger than the standard wheel. And then you've got Pirelli tires on here. If you look at the edge of the tires, you can see this car's never seen a track from what I can tell. There's no heat spots on the tires or anything like that. And even as far as going down to the lug nuts, these are titanium lug nuts that weigh much less than your standard lug nut, and they're actually quite expensive. They're several $1,000s just for a set of them. If we move around to the side of the car here, you do still have your Scuderia shields here on the fender. It's very common on all the Ferraris, a very desirable option. The outside mirrors here were actually changed from the standard fiberglass to carbon fiber to help reduce the weight. If you look down the body line of the car, you'll see there's no dents, there's no dings or anything like that in this car. And then if we go down here to the rocker panel, it's actually, the rocker panel comes down further, and it's a little bit more aggressive than the standard car, help reduce drag and give it a little bit more of an aggressive look. If we move back to the vent, you can see there's no stone chips here in this vent. It's all in really nice condition. And then even looking at the wheels, there's no curb rash, and even behind the wheels, there's no road rash from stones or anything like that that would be a concern. As we come around to the back of the car here, this does have the Challenge grille in the back. You can see here, Challenge Stradale. They've actually reduced the weight of the exhaust system and made it a little bit more higher flowing. The car has a great sound. And if you look down here underneath, they've given you a lot more aerodynamic features than the standard car. You can see you've got some diffusers under here that help channel the air, and then a big scoop to help produce downforce. And then even up here on top of the engine bay, the lip spoiler on top of the engine bay is a little more aggressive than the standard car. The glass over the engine here has been taken out. This is actually plexiglass now. It's got carbon fiber reinforcements to help it from flex. You can see here the carbon fiber pieces. If you look at the engine bay, everything in here that's trim is carbon fiber. The side pieces, your air boxes, and even the trim on top of the engine there is all carbon fiber. If you look at the exhaust system, you can see the exhaust system is much smaller than the standard 360. The standard 360 exhaust would have taken up this entire area, where they've reduced the weight on that as well by about 24 pounds by taking out some of that exhaust baffling and making the muffler much smaller. If we walk around to the driver's side here, there are some other things on the Stradale that are exclusive to this car, like the gas cap with the Ferrari horse in it. That was something that none of the other 360s got. That was exclusive to the Stradale. And then again, if you look down the side, there's no dents, there's no dings or anything that would be a concern in buying a car like this. Even on the edge of the door here, you can see it's in real nice shape, never been opened up into anything. Now when we go to the inside, first thing you'll notice is it's very raw. That's kind of what they went after with this car. If you look at your door panels, they're all carbon fiber. There's, no padding, nothing like that. It's just very raw. The seats are actually the carbon fiber racing seats. That was an option in the standard 360. In this car, it was actually the standard seat. These are all Alcantara, which is a little bit lighter than the traditional leather. And if you look at the dashboard's all Alcantara as well. There's no stereo in this car. They've taken that out to reduce the weight. And if you look, another way they got a lot of the weight out is they took all the sound deadening products and carpets and everything like that out. It's a very, very extreme car, but it's very fun to drive. Only a true enthusiast would really enjoy this, whereas somebody that's looking for a car to, go to dinner with the wife, it may not be the best car for that. Personally, it's my favorite car because it is what the car was supposed to be from day one. If we turn around here and look, I do have all the books for the car. I have the leather case, as well as both sets of keys to the car. If you haven't been to our website, naplesmotorsports.com, I recommend you to do so. My name's Chris Pruitt. I'd love for you to ask for me. If you look around our showroom here, you can see we deal all in the latest and greatest Ferraris. Got a 458 Spider here, 458 Coupe, couple of those. And then anything else. I've got Californias, 575s. We deal mainly in Ferrari. We have about 30 Ferraris in inventory. New McLaren MP4-12C there. Some rare Mustangs, and then some more Ferraris. Again, our website is naplesmotorsports.com. My name's Chris Pruitt. Thanks for watching.